welcome back to Grimmy World. What's going on with the channel? Can I continue doing what I'm doing? And I'm going to talk about the weight journey from season 2, at the end and after season 2, up until now. Taco Bell part 2, we're gonna finish up these boxes of nachos. Let's get into it. So we still have the beef and the chicken nachos. I'm sure the chips are not gonna be any less soggy, but that's okay. That's the kind of things that happens when you eat too much food. I know nachos are not high up on my list of things unless they're really good. And fast food is never really on my list of things that are really good. You definitely get a lot. Definitely if you have a family, I think it'd be worth getting. Now I wish I had my extra cheese, but somebody decided that they wanted it on the ground more than inside. So I do not have extra cheese, which is very unfortunate. Once it gets down to just the chips, I may just not eat just the chips, just because it's just chips. We'll see. There's definitely not really any crunch on the ones that were underneath the meat. I guess last time something serious happened, I got laid off. I was only working 4 days a week for a while, and I worked like 1 or 2 day weeks for a couple weeks and then was laid off for a couple weeks. And now, last week, I was supposed to work the weekend. And this week, I also did work the weekend. So I'm not sure how often this is going to happen, but working 6 days is going to seriously cut into the amount of time that I can spend doing this. So right now, I need to figure out exactly what is the best strategy to continue doing videos. I should be able to do 1 video a week, no problem. However, we just had the vote for more meals or bigger meals, and right now, I don't think there's anything I can do. I think I just have to stick with bigger meals. I'm not gonna be able to do more meals right now because I feel like it takes longer to deal with multiple meals. Like even if I just did each of these 2 things, it would be twice as much time to do them separately than it would to just do them at the same time. I did have another meal planned here for today, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I would like to, but I don't know if it's going to be worth doing a late night meal on a Sunday night, because then I have to deal with the inability to sleep on a work night. And I mean, the meal's not even intended to be very large, but I'm just not sure if it's worth doing all that. And then I wouldn't even be able to finish the video for next week anyway. Like I'm not done the second video from last week yet. It's very possible that it may just be, I just get through people's requests right now until I can find a method to getting through everything. As soon as I can get quick enough to get 2 videos out in 1 week, I'll start doing 2 meals again. But I think I gotta ease my way back into it because I'm already backed up so far now. I've been actually setting my alarm and waking up early to try and get everything done, and it just, for whatever reason, it still didn't work out last week, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know what took so long. I felt like it took abnormally long, and I do not know why. I did hear the vote, you know, smaller meals, more meals, but right now I may have to lean towards giant meals just so I can do like as few meals as possible. As soon as I can start implementing other things, I will. There's a possibility of it ending up being 7-day weeks. So I don't know if that happens. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll do what I can. What has been going on with the weight? I know the last month of season 2 was a bit sketchy. After the season had ended, I kind of just started gaining weight because the intention was to have a before picture for season 3 and then let season 3 be, it was meant to be a strength transformation season, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do both editing and find an hour to work out like that. But I also got 3 weeks of pretty big before pictures. So season 2, the whole goal was to lose weight while eating high calorie cheat days. Those first 2 months, the trend went downwards. It wasn't quick, but like it was basically a pound a week. It would go up on the cheat day and then come back down. And you can see those bottom dots on Saturday were coming down. And that's basically what was supposed to happen and what was happening for 2 months. And then that one day with the donuts that I just went haywire and ate donuts and whatever else that day, you can see that was right at the end of those 2 months. And like you can see the effects of that one day. Now after that week, I know there was a couple of really high calorie cheat days. There was the 30,000 calorie attempt. And then after the season had ended, I decided that I wanted just like a really, really overblown before picture for season 3. So I started doing basically eating maintenance every day. However, I feel like that actually really affected my cheat days. These past couple weeks, I was really trying to put it on because I was trying to shoot for over 200, which I got to. And I know one of the things that people were asking for was more of like, you know, how does it feel to do this type of stuff? And I'll tell you what, actually letting the weight gain happen, I do feel very different. I feel way more tired. I feel like I get more aches and pains. And it's like probably around the 20 pounds. I know it's a little over 20 pounds on the scale, but a lot of it also is water weight. It's probably actually around like 20 pounds of gained weight. And yeah, I do not feel as good as I did. I think it'll be interesting. Will I start to feel better as the weight comes back off? I kind of let this happen because I kind of foresaw this work starting to flow in. So it was kind of one of those things where it's like, I know I'm not going to be able to do 3 meals on cheat day. It's just not going to happen. I don't have the time to deal with that many meals at a time, which is fine. But if my cheat days are only going to be between 10 to 15,000 calories, I have the ability to put on the weight, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's going to come back off because I'm not changing anything else. I should be able to get a pretty consistent average of 20,000 while I'm at work. My biking may be affected, but if I've been waking up to an alarm now for the past week. Biking, I should still be able to get pretty close to what I was getting, even though I'll be at work. So that should be a constant, is the work that I'm putting into it. The only thing that's going to be different is the calories that I have time to eat on a Saturday, or hopefully Saturday. I also think it would be kind of cool to showcase the amount of extra eating that I had to eat to actually gain 20 pounds, because it kind of was a lot. But like I was saying, I'm definitely feeling it on cheat days, because I just don't have as much of the desire to eat since I was eating maintenance all week. It's just like it takes that drive to eat out. It definitely makes it a lot easier to just give up early. Yeah, I definitely prefer the beef to the chicken. Like very much so, the beef to the chicken. Some of you I know are worried about regaining weight. It really takes almost effort to regain weight as long as you get yourself back on track. Like, don't be scared of a normal person cheat day. No one needs to be doing 20,000 calorie cheat days, but treat yourself. Eat something that you like sometimes. I know for me, the real problem is turning it into a habit. Like once it's habit and you eat it every day, then that's just part of your meal plan. And those are the things that would get me. When 3 pints of ice cream from when I went grocery shopping, when those became part of the plan, that's 3,000 calories a week I had to deal with now. When I'm on a tight calorie situation, like that's a lot. I don't even know if I'm going to finish these nachos. Sitting around nachos is just not a delightful experience. The cheese may have helped, but that ended up on the ground, so I'm just not enjoying myself enough to want to finish these nachos. So do not let your nachos get soggy. Bad move. I'll make mistakes, I suppose. This is going to be a very rare circumstance where I do not think these are going to get finished. A very, very rare circumstance. Probably maybe even the last one. I am definitely not going to be continuing the put on weight phase. This is it, because even today, this whole week I just was not feeling great about it. It was like as soon as I broke that, well, I wasn't even over 200 all week. I was only over 200 the following day. After that, I went right back down to the 190 and then 180. Yeah, this whole week I was just kind of like sick of eating, And it definitely carried over to today. So for season 3, I'm not going to be able to do weight training probably like I wanted to. I think with the shortened period of time, it's going to end up being 1 or 2 meals max on the cheat day. And that's going to lead to, basically it's probably going to just turn into another weight loss season to recover from the last one that failed, but this one's almost a guaranteed win because I can't. I'm not going to be able to eat 20,000 calories in one sitting. That doesn't seem to be the type of thing that the channel wants, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and get together some pretty sizable meals that I can just sit down and enjoy and get through one. That's probably the request. And maybe possibly a second if I only have Sundays available to do it, or if I end up doing 7-day weeks. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope that somebody found some of these weight loss graphs and stuff helpful. Maybe that would be enough information to stop having as much anxiety over maybe having an extra snack or something once in a while. You shouldn't be too anxious about the food. Being conscious is a good thing, but it shouldn't drive you nuts, you know? It was not good when it drove me nuts. I'm glad that it doesn't drive me nuts anymore. So I hope that was helpful to somebody. I'm sorry for cutting back on the meals. And I did hear what everybody voted as far as smaller meals, and I will get to that as soon as I can. But right now I just gotta figure out how to keep things moving with what little time I have. So that is the current goal. Not sure if I'm going to do a second meal today. I may not, just because, like I said, Sunday night before work, I don't know if I want to be doing a late night meal, no matter how small it was. So I'm not sure when you'll see me next. What in the world will I eat next? Yeah, the nachos definitely did not hold up.